Hi, my name is Mitheldha and my metric number is 207424, and today I am going to do a video about my reflection on my course FCE3804 Pulse. The school that I have chosen to do my course FCE3804 Pulse is Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Section 4 Kota Damansara, which is located in Jalan Chamar, Kota Damansara, 47810 Petaling Jaya, Selangor, Darul Ehsan. A little bit information of this school, SMK Section 4 Kota Damansara. It is also known as SMK S4KD, which is the short term of the school name. SMK S4KD is actually quite a new school, only started operating on 9th of June 2003. During my 10 days of undergoing my pulse, I have learned a lot, I have observed a lot, I have seen a lot of things that I have never expect to know, since before this I was just a student in a school and I didn't really know how does the whole school works. First of all, I am going to talk about my reflection on the environment, experience, and management of classroom. Firstly, I would say there are a lot of contrast differences during my school days and also the days when I undergo my pulse in SMK S4KD. And since it was still in a COVID-19 pandemic phase, a lot of things that has changed. Firstly is when the students came to school, not only the students but the students and teachers as well, they have to scan their body temperature, they have to check, and whoever exceeds more than 37 degree, they will be separated from the others. Not only that, but also the students and the teachers are also required to wear a face mask, which is actually related on how is it going to be hard for both students and teachers. Based on my observation, as for the students, they have difficulties on wearing face masks as it gives them difficulties in the terms of hard to breathe, especially those who have classes on the upper level, since they have to go up on the staircase. It's a bit tiring for them. And as for the teachers, it's actually similarly to the students as well. It also gives some kind of difficulties for the teachers. They need to walk around a few classes and it's gonna be very tiring for the teachers. And also when conducting the teaching and learning in classroom, since a teacher need to voice out in order for the students to hear them clearly, the teacher need to speak louder, since the teacher is wearing a face mask, and the voice of teacher is a bit limited, as the face mask is one of the barrier that covers up the teacher's voice to be heard by the students. Secondly, I am going to talk about my observation on the process of teaching and learning in classroom. I have the opportunity to enter two classes to observe the process of teaching and learning. I could say that I was quite lucky because I get to observe one class in the afternoon session and another class in the morning session. So I'm gonna talk about the first class that I went to observe. The first one is the afternoon session, which is conducted by teacher Jasminder. Teacher Jasminder started off her class by asking the students to stand up and sit down repeatedly until they make no sound of the chair. After that, she will do a little brain teaser to recap back what they learned in the last class. I think this is one of a great strategy, the students' memory back, to remember what they have learned in the last class, and by doing this it triggers its students thinking skill to think back what they have learned in the past class. And as for the second class that I have observed, which is Teacher Aisha's class, Teacher Aisha fully makes use of the whiteboard in front to do her teaching. Even though Teacher Aisha uses only whiteboard, she will make sure that her class will not get boring, and she wanted to be interactive so that the student will participate more in her class. She prepared a few marker pens with different colors. I do think that using colorful marker pens also is a good idea, since colors can attract student attention. Not only students, but the colors itself can attract someone's attention. Based on both class, Teacher Jasminda's class and also Teacher Aisha's class, I have observed something that related to the attention of student, and I think that in teaching it is very important for a teacher to gather, to attract or to gain the attention from students, because when a student is not paying attention or not focusing in your class, it would be such a waste for them to study, since they won't understand anything from the class, since they were not paying attention. And I do think that what Teacher Jasminda's and Teacher Aisha's class has taught me is that how to have a different kind of learning material, maybe a simple one, but make it in creative way, just like Teacher Aisha did. I do think that making sure the students are awake is the most important thing. So it is very important for a teacher to keep the class active and energetic in order to gain attention from the students along the teaching and learning process occurs in classroom. I believe all of these are very helpful, especially becoming a teacher in the future. Now I'll be talking about my reflection on co-curricular activities. As for my case, I unfortunately did not get the chance to join any co-curricular activity, since the school will have the launching of Independence Month. But I did ask my guidance teacher, Mrs. Yanina. I believe that co-curriculum activities are very important, especially in teaching professions. I do think that co-curriculum activity helps a lot, for instance, in the terms of leadership qualities, building and forming a healthy personality, and further forming a disciplined generation. Next is my reflection on the school culture and work culture. Based on my observation during my pulse, SMK3804 prioritized the students' health by having exercises every morning. I do think that doing some exercises is a good thing because it can give a lot of benefits. However, I have found one weakness in this school culture, which is the lack of teachers' involvement. In my opinion, teachers are the ones who are supposed to be the example in the school, as they are the educated that the students look up to. Based on that, I think that teachers need to involve in the exercising every morning as well, together with the students. But as overall, I do think that it is such indeed a great experience doing my pulse in SMK3804. And as a conclusion, I am very happy with all the experiences that I gained, and I have definitely learned a lot of things directly and indirectly, which have actually taught and helped me, especially in becoming a teacher in the future. And the Pulse program is such a good program for students to prepare them in their teaching profession. It helps a lot in knowing how a school works from top to bottom. like for instance from the organizational up till knowing the school culture and work culture of the school. And this pulse program I think really help in exploring deeper on how the entire school works, not only among teachers and students but also parents of the students as well. It is not only about academically but through sports and many more. If I have to state one weakness from this pulse program, I would say the amount of days to conduct it. I wish that it is more than 10 days for me to conduct my pulse, as 10 days are still not enough for me to explore a little bit more deeper about the school. Overall, it is indeed a great experience for me, since I have learned a lot of things, various of things that literally will help me to be a better person, especially to pursue my study in being a teacher in the future. That's all from me, and thank you.